Today we got a top 300 mythic list here for us today. Mono Black Midrange. Excited to break down this list by our friend Sad Vibes Baby. Now, with that said, we got a lot going on here in the episode. As always, down below in the timestamps, you will find the breakdown of this list. We'll also go play that competitive Magic and standard best of one here today. And lastly, we pull it all back together as we always do in a retrospective. Now, if you happen to have a question or comment throughout the episode, let me know. I love to hear from you. Feel free to swing by the Discord server. Great community there as well, and appreciate your support. So let's get moving here on Mono Black Midrange. That is correct. So a couple key pieces with this particular list. We've seen an evolution there from the old kind of Mono Black Aggro. On the top end, we always had that Shieldred right there. We got a lot of changes in terms of stability, in terms of what we're seeing in the meta for this particular list, which is great. A couple of key pieces here. Life of Toshiro, a big removal card that also allows you to ramp later, also giving you some survivability. This one coming at us from Streets of New Capenna, obviously not in the new particular All Will Be One set, but a big game changer there. Additionally, here we do have the Gix command. This one coming at us again from Brothers War, a lot more playable, a lot more popular in terms of what you've seen, also in some of the control stuff. But the big pickup here, really making this also a stronger deck, is Phyrexia Obliterator. This is the key card coming at us from Phyrexia All Will Be One. Now, this guy is a beast as always. Whenever a source deals damage to Phyrexia Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. The key on the opponent's side is either you have to sacrifice this guy, exiling it, getting it off the board. That is a great way. You don't want to deal that damage. This guy being a huge heavy hitter. And then additionally, I love, one of the reasons why I like Sad Vibes Baby's list here is I love the one-off with Mythras here. Now, a couple of other key components and considerations on this list that I just want to call out. Again, Mono Black Midrange, really strategy being tying down the early game here. Additionally, get Rekner Bankbuster giving us that card advantage, which can be huge and crucial for us in overcoming our enemies. And then we have very powerful creatures here in that 3 to 4 slot drop, and obviously Phyrexian Fleshgorger can be that 7 and just absolutely close games for us there too. Invoke Despair giving us a lot of times the ability to shift the game in the battle where our opponents have to remove creatures or other things like enchantments and planeswalkers, and then additionally getting that card advantage, allowing you back in the game. So a very awesome list. Again, a top 300 one here by Sad Vibes Baby. And if you have a list that you like to share, hit me up, because I always love sharing your top competitive lists. All right, so now that we've covered this deck, again, questions, comments, let me know what you think as well. Let's go ahead and play that competitive Magic here, as we always do. I'm excited to break this one down. Particularly what we're going to find with this list. Again, everything just reset here. April, happy April, new season. A couple of key points. Holds up really well against a lot of creature-based lists. Some of the challenges might come around more of the control stuff, removal, Azorius, mono white control, those kinds of things, mono black. That sacrifice component, that exile component can be really difficult. But if we line up against creatures and we get a lot of great stuff here, can work out really well. I am going to keep this. I'm going to keep this for a couple of reasons. I like having this right there for some of the ramp. Additionally, for us to remove our opponent's creatures if we do hit that creature list. Can be problematic. If we don't hit that, then we got to make those decisions on if we want to keep these things on the board or not. Generally on this 2-drop, I will keep it, so it could be a control list here. Let's go ahead and get it on the board. We'll take the 2 life here, and we'll keep moving. Most likely our opponent will keep the 1-off, exactly like we said. We'll gain 2. Again, we'll go with this idea that our opponent might be playing control. We can try and sucker him out here with this. There we go. Something going on there. We'll grab that. Trying to tee up. Now we're going to really have to wait and play around a lot of this stuff here, because this can be a hard counter. We'll wait. We want that opponent to play something. So we don't have to overcommit our board. And at some point, someone's gonna have to commit. So we can start getting swing damage in. We'll hold this stuff back for now.
Of battle, then guide it like water. Guards, to me!
Now we need to kind of sucker them out here if we can. They're most likely going to pop that on there. We'll do this to try and sucker it out. So 3 still gives them enough here in terms of the ability. Take that thing off the board. We'll see if they go for it. Right. We still have our key creatures here. Now again, they're going to have and can have a ton of removal here. We can try to sucker if we want. We know that they're going to continue to try and play around us as well. At some point, if we get their cards down, we'll run into it here. Let's pop this one. Because we got the 2 there still. There's the counter. One of them suckered out. Now let's play this one. We'll see if we go again. Got 2 in there. There it is. We knew that that was coming. We do have enough to play this. Don't know if it's going to be enough. Again, as I said earlier, before we hit this match, Control's a very, very tough one for this list. Now, very possible, it's not going to matter because we're not going to have 2. They probably have the 2 counter here. Oh, they do not. So that puts us into a good position here. Gonna hit it again. There you go. So we can play this for 7. Let's do it. I'm assuming they got a counter. We'll see. There we go. So now we can get our friend here on the board again, which we will do. We'll save this in case they drop their Planeswalker here. Exactly like we thought. Now the challenge will be if they still have a counter in their hand.
And how you protect my people. I am almost sad to see you go.
Hard counter on this will hurt us pretty badly. There we go. Let's get that out of there. They still have card advantage on us right now. Any triggers on graveyard here? Oh. And now we are most likely done. Oh, we played that fairly well against a matchup that was just a tough one there for us. Not surprised, nonetheless. They have everything back. We did the best that we could in terms of playing around. We didn't want to overcommit too much there, because what would have happened is we would have gotten wiped earlier on all those things and lost our board position. So, is what it is. We called it earlier. We'll give them a good game because they have it, and we cannot block. Not bad. I am happy with how we played that despite losing, because that went exactly like I thought it would. As we talked about, it's not a strong suit of this particular deck. You can overcome it. You can make it happen. However, the likelihood of turning that around is very difficult. You need a lower curve against those kinds of lists. If we could have got some of that little less in their hand in terms of cards and options, we would have been in a little bit better position, but we just couldn't get there. Having the Boros Reckoner could have helped us. We'll keep this. Again, we'll take the position that hopefully they're on a creature-based deck, because Best of One has tended to land on mono red aggro as well as a lot of the Azorius soldiers list. So we'll keep this for now and see how it plays out. Again, the shuffler just trying to hit us with all the stuff that it doesn't work, right? That was sad vibes, baby, for us too. We're trying to put the sad vibes on our opponents here, but we'll have to wait. All right, here we go. This is what we want. We hit the mono red. Now, this should be a better matchup for us. We're sitting in a decent position here as well. We'll see. Ooh, Boros. We will definitely take that thing off the board. Here we are. Now we got to decide on what we hit here with our opponent. We'll see if they cast a spell. Let us do this. There we go. We'll give them the 1. Instead of playing that, we'll put this one on the board, hopefully. We'll get that out of there. Now, depending on what they play, this is the lovely, lovely pop list too. So we got to be real careful. Now that we have the kill spell, we want to try and hold the 2 up if we can to remove any tricks off the board here, which is going to be very, very important for us. All right, so we have that. Let's see if they let the damage in. We'll take that thing off the board. Boom. That gives us something back here. That's the one we need to worry about. That was the one. Now we don't have the kill spell that we need here. We got 5. We can certainly put this in here. I'll get it off one more time. That doesn't make that one indestructible, though. And that's 8 damage. We can double block here. And make the decision on that. Fake glass. So we can try and hit them this way. We'll see if they take it. Take the bait. There we go. Now we can remove it. And pop. There we go. Murex. The one-off. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. Here we go. Not what we wanted. We can gain 2. Let's gain 2 because our opponent's got a ton of life there. Flooded. Ooh, here we go. Oops, not crew. Woo! Woo! We had advantage. We had Murex. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Against a creature-based, magic-based deck, we were able to outmaneuver our opponents with a couple key kill spells there, which is certainly crucial and important with this list and that mix and matchup. Worked out really, really well. Sad vibes to our opponent there. Sorry, my friend. Good match. All right, what do we have next here for our third and final matchup here today? We got Vicious CL. Here's what we got. I will keep this because we got the kill spells and Shealdred at the top. Almost enough. We got 2 kind of removals, which is important to me. As we discussed, most likely a control list could be problematic. I'm actually going to play this one early. This could be a tough one if we hit a mono blue control or tempo list, which could be in the cards here. If we see another blue, that's probably what it is. Now we're making speculation based off this lovely, lovely blue. Ooh. Are we back to the Azorius control just the way we started? Ooh, soldier list. No. There you go. So we can take this thing off. We can save that, obviously, for a little bit more important stuff if we want. I like this guy early, but we'll play this in case they have some removal. And we want to start draining with Shealdred. That's why I played that first. Now they do have that. We can attack in. Let's see what they do. There's our 2. Are they going to double block is the question. Triple block. Ooh. Do we want to blow everything here? We could. Let's go with... We could kill that. Oh. I think we let it go because we have another one. There we go. I think that is the key on that particular one there. Question is, Do you think they'll go for it if we swing in again? Let's try it. This time we will use one. Yes! Perfect! We didn't get the Phyrexian Obliterator in, however, we could have, but that was a nice match. Again, as we discussed earlier, what the deck was good against, what it's not good against. We had the perfect play set here today. Let's go ahead and pull this all back together on our particular deck. Again, this is the top 300 Mono Black Midrange list by Sad Vibes Baby. Certainly it was some sad vibes for our opponents today, as we did go 2 out of 3 matches, or 2-1. We did get to see the lovely Mythras, as I've always been a fan of, the one-off that did make a game difference for us there. Certainly against some control, it also gives you another option to consider and think about, which is very important there. We broke down the list at the beginning between kind of the key components of tying the early game down, really working on the mid-range, very strong creatures as we discussed. One of the cards we didn't get to see was Gix's Command. We did get Phyrexian Obliterator in our hand, but we did not get it to connect. So that is what it is. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Certainly, if you got a question or comment, let me know. If you got a list that you want to share, let me know. I love to see those all the time. You can feel free to join the Discord server as well, a great community there. And last but not least, I appreciate your support. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your subs, and thank you for all the additional support to all the members. So with that, stay tuned, because we got a ton more Magic the Gathering content headed your way. Until next time, we'll see you again. Mythras, out of here.